Rest in peace.
Now, as we draw close to the election, I'd like to address you as critical stakeholders in the future of Uganda. As mothers of this nation, I call upon you to use your platform to promote peace. We are the cement that fortifies the house of Uganda. We can therefore protect the peace of our country because one cannot raise dust on a cement floor. Therefore, if we learn to do what ensures that we get results, that is to pray to the loving, living God who has kept this country for close to 40 years in peace, then we will preserve the peace. If we say no to violence, then there will be no violence. God will give us the victory that will open doors for us from this day to know that we can be unstoppable.
Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
Let's talk peace.
We are into the political season. The atmosphere is highly charged. There is a lot of excitement everywhere you look. But elections come and go. We all remain the same people staying in this one country. We must prioritize peace. We do not want to witness violence. No one should be throwing stones. No one should be using inciting language or abusing others. No one should use a stick against a fellow citizen. No one should use bullets or even tear gas against citizens. Instead, we should sit as brothers and sisters, as Ugandans, and discuss issues that may appear different, one camp from the other. I look forward to seeing an NRM supporter sitting with an NUP supporter and taking coffee. I want to see somebody from Arua sitting down for a cup of coffee with someone from Bugisu, from Chigezi, from Buganda. Let's learn to tolerate each other, even when we have differences between us, because that's how we are created. We are not the same. What we should appreciate is that we can all live together. Uganda is big enough for everyone. So we should respect one another. We should not incite violence. We should not in any way participate in anything that breaches the peace. That's my call to all Ugandans during this season.
Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
Let's talk peace.
I am the Most Reverend Dr. Stephen Samuel Kazimba Mugaru, the 9th Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, but also Chair Council of Presidents for Intelligence Council of Uganda. It is your God-given opportunity to go and elect your leaders. Some people are wondering whether this is just a constitutional right. Not only that, it's a biblical mandate from Proverbs chapter 18, verse 18. The Bible says, casting a vote settle disputes. So casting a vote is biblical and it's God-given. Now I want to call upon all Ugandans. In the morning, wake up, go and vote. Because it is your God-given mandate. But also I want to invite that people, everybody, we keep the peace, because peace is very, very important. We belong to different parties, but we are Ugandans. We should remember that voting or elections is just an event. It's a seasonal thing for this particular time. And once it's done, we put leaders in place, and then life must continue. No reason of hating, no reason of promoting hatred or even fighting. And I want to call upon the security agencies, please do your job of protecting the people so that after the end of it all, we'll come back as Ugandans.
Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
Let's talk peace.
Hi guys, we are going into the elections as a country. My job, your job is to pray that God himself will choose for us the best leaders, whether they are in this party or in this party. As long as it is God who has chosen them, then he will be with them. May God help us as we vote. Also, I encourage all my young people, make sure you stay alive to see your future. Be peaceful, don't fight. Someday I saw a guy getting a rock and telling a guy with a gun, Okolechi, Okolechi. I'm like, come on. You have a future to protect. Make sure you are peaceful. Even though your wife, your sister, your brother does not vote your side, make sure you stay alive together as you wait for the future that you are believing for. Stay peaceful, stay calm, and pray.
Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
Let's talk peace.
As we go into the final lap of the electoral campaigns and into polling, we are calling upon all the people of Uganda to conduct themselves peacefully. First of all, the candidates, we call upon you to use suitable language that shows respect and tolerance, and language that promotes peace and unity, because we are all Ugandans and elections should not divide us. So we call for language that is respectful of people's cultures, people's views, and is tolerant, because we all have different views, but we all want to have a very, very united country, Uganda, and a progressive one at that. So we are calling upon you to conduct yourself peacefully, respect the views of others, and to accept the results of the elections, and know that after the elections, there will still be a Uganda, and we need each other as citizens of Uganda. I wish you a peaceful electoral process, and I call upon you to be peaceful. Peace-loving Ugandans. God bless you.
Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
This venue of the National Tally Center for the 20 26 presidential elections. Lord Chairperson and Commissioners, you're welcome. Please. The Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, the Deputy Chairperson, Commissioners, Acting Secretary, the agents of presidential candidates in this presidential election, in this general election, representatives of political parties, heads of missions that are observing these general elections, local and international, representatives of civil society organizations, the heads of clergy that are in the room, members of the press, staff of the Electoral Commission, and all Ugandans that are following these developments here at the National Tally Center for the presidential elections of 2026. You are all welcome to this evening session at which the Commission is going to inform you about the developments so far. presidential elections. And without much ado, I will hand over to the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Justice Byabakama Mogen Simon, to convene us and lead us in this session this evening. Lord Chair, over to you.
Thank you very much, Julius. Our distinguished guests, thinking our midst wish to recognize the presence of the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament. You are welcome. And the other dignitaries who are here present. Once again, I wish to welcome you to this session, the third session of the day, when we let the people of Uganda know further preliminary results of the presidential elections that we have received at this study center so far. The total number of registered voters, 21,649,67. That is 067. Total number of polling stations, 50,739. Total number of polling stations from which the results have been received so far, 35,491, which represents 69.95% of the total number of polling stations. At this hour, the performance of the presidential candidates is as follows. Bulira Frank Kavinga, representing 0.55% of the valid votes cast. Munyagwa Mubarak Serunga, 22,232 votes, representing 0.28% of the valid votes cast. Nandala Mafavi James Nathan, 157,111 votes, presenting 1.96% of the valid votes cast. Yoweri Tuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni, 6,003,657, representing 74.92 valid votes cast. Valid votes in a total are 8,013,533. 8,013,533. That is the total number of valid votes for all the candidates. Invalid votes, 202,808, which is equivalent to 2.47% of the total votes cast. Total votes altogether, 8,216,341, representing 37.95% of the registered voters. Spoiled votes, 27,740. That is the position that we have as of this hour and minute. And the next briefing will be at 10 o'clock. The next briefing or update of the results will be at 10 o'clock. I thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Lord Chairperson and Deputy Chairperson of the Commission, members of the Commission, the Secretary of the Commission, all invited guests. Ladies and gentlemen, on the screen as you see, and as earlier indicated, that's a breakdown of the particulars that have been presented. Evening tea is served. Make sure you pass by the service tents that are upstairs there, on the upper side, outside this main tent, and take some tea. Supper will also be served before convening here at 10 p.m. Both have been prepared for you. Those of you in the room here, the ones that are watching on various platforms on TV, please find some tea and supper, and then we'll see you again here at the EC grounds in Roa at 10 p.m. Here where we are, for those who are watching for the first time, we are at the Electoral Commission grounds in Rumowa, in Rweza, in Makinde Sabagabo, and on these premises is where the headquarters, the first permanent headquarters of the Electoral Commission are going to be constructed. So in many ways we are part of making that history with this place serving as the National Party Center for the presidential elections of 2026. You are welcome. For now, please feel at home at this home of yours of the Electoral Commission. Your Electoral Commission, have some tea, have some conversation. My name is Julius Muchunguzi. I am the head of public relations and spokesperson of the Electoral Commission. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Justice Simon Byabakama, together with his commission, has just concluded giving us an update, but of course informing us that he will be coming back later at about 10 p.m. to give us probably the last update of the day. But as of the way things look right now, out of the 50,000 polling stations so far, we have covered about 35,000, that is 483, that is about 69.95%, according to the different polling stations that we